Hello, my name is Chris, and I am the Railroad Reseller. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that has joined us since the last video. I've gotten quite a few new subscribers. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do. It only takes a couple seconds, and it greatly helps me on my way to 1,000 subscribers and my 1,000 subscriber live giveaway. So here we go. A lot of y'all responded to quitting on eBay and what makes you so frustrated and stuff. And that's going to be today's topic is maybe people aren't just quitting as a whole, but they're quitting eBay as a whole. Maybe they're not quitting reselling. Maybe they're just going to part-time. We don't know exactly the situations that people are going through today. We definitely know one thing, as stated in the last video, bills are getting higher, sales are less than what they used to be. Um, I think people, you got to realize that some things the market has come down on. You could pick something up like I talked about one of my videos recently. Used to be a TI-84 calculator was an instant $50. It's $50 right in your pocket and just quick within an hour or two. Well, now that's $30. And most people, when you go to buy them now, they want to sell them for like 20 bucks and there's nothing there. There's no money to be made in that situation. So what was a pretty good item, back then, I tell you what, my great aunt, she dumpster dives. And she had a yard sale recently, and she had 3 calculators there, and she had $7.50 a piece on them. And guess what? I left them. It's just there's not enough meat on the bone for me there. I bought other things off of her, and I was greatly appreciative to what she sold me and stuff. She did me some really good deals, but there's just no money on the bone, and I just left them. And that's the way things have changed. Not only has what you can what you have to pay for stuff, but the top line, the what you can get for items has come down, so it's there's not much meat on the bone anymore. um the eBay thing, they to get your sales, sometimes they want you to do promoted listings. They keep on raising a fee here and raising a fee there, and people say, oh well, it's just a nickel here, a dime there. But when you sell, like, I think I sold 1,700 items last year. I mean, that all adds up. That's money gone from your pocket. But I want to go into more of what you said to me, more of your comments. I'm going to show you a couple solds, and then we'll dig deeper, okay? Okay, let's go over some things that sold. Start with some cheap stuff here and move my way up. Sold these little pipe filters here, $9 something, free shipping. You're gonna probably think this is weird, and I'm not gonna check this. I said that I don't do free shipping anymore, but I won't change it on these. I have a box load of these I bought a long time ago for $1. I sell them 2 at a time. For what I just said, $9 free shipping. Of course, they don't take nothing. But I sell them, a few times a year, and this is the way they sell. So I'm not changing that. $9 is something, free shipping. Another item that I have just a bunch of is these Carl Edwards garden flags. Same thing here, $9 something, free shipping. What it was like on this, these were at my bins type from Salvation. Goodwill had these, just a bin full of this. So I just grabbed a handful. I literally paid like 10 cents a piece of these things. So anyway, nothing in the first 2 items. $9 free shipping on that one. A little bit better on this. This is a Sony PlayStation 2 shock control, $12. Plus shipping on the dual control Sony, so they still do sell, because they wear out for one thing. Sold this duck head here, shirt, stripe, vintage, $9 and a half plus shipping. We'll get to some better items because we're gonna get to the. It is football season, folks, and this is the Houston Texans here. We got $16 plus shipping on the Houston Texans. It's a nice white, just extra large, but it's football season. If you have any football items, college or pro, please get them up. And I'm just talking about your regular colleges. Get them up. Everybody believes at the beginning of the season this is their year. I know people think it's just Cowboys fans, and I'm not one of the Cowboys fans, but everybody always believes it's their year, so they do that. Just your standard polo here, Nike, $12 plus shipping, very clean though, black. And finally, the Charlotte. This is vintage Larry Johnson Charlotte jersey. This is Champion. $22 plus shipping on the vintage jersey. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to read some comments here. I've got my laptop over here to the side. I'm going to show the screenshots of the comments themselves. But I want to talk to you. These are your comments, what you said to me. I'm going to give a little bit of reference here. But Southern Belle Nola says she's a first-time viewer. But after watching this doesn't make her want to consider selling on eBay. It is so much easier to sell on live auctions on YouTube. I've never even heard of that. That's pretty cool. I hadn't heard of that. But the whole thing is a lot of people are looking to different platforms. And I would definitely recommend, because honestly, eBay is now run by a bunch of hedge fund type fellas. And those people, they don't care about you, the seller. They don't even care about the buyer that much. What they care about is the bottom line and returning money back to their stockholders. That's their only really concern. And you never know when eBay could go away, or Amazon, or, you never know. Now, Amazon's going away. What I'm saying is it could be gobbled up by, eBay. Amazon could buy eBay. I don't think it'll ever happen, but you just never know. I'm going to read a couple other comments here. Let's see. Bear with me, like I said. Trish, here's the Aussie Nurse Flipper, and I appreciate you watching, by the way. Thrift shops here in Australia, which we call op shops for short opportunities. It was called so the poor could have opportunities to have nice things. They are trying to cut out the resellers by advertising on eBay and other platforms. This is going on, folks. The thrift shops are not our friends, okay? The big ones, the Goodwills and stuff, they're not our friends. They are coming after our livelihood, and they don't care. They are buying machinery. They are buying machinery, paying big bucks just to analyze items and stuff like that. They have employees that they don't pay a full wage to, some of them. They're not paying the minimum wage. They get grants and stuff to have these employees, so they're not even paying a minimum wage to analyze these items, do what you're doing. And, they're not even paying that. They don't pay taxes. They're non-profit, but they're taking away your business, okay? He goes on to say that a pair of jeans might be $8 to $12.50 for the top of the range. Now some of the Levi's are $25. So just, that's really good feedback. I appreciate that. Just so much good comments. And one thing I did mention here, and I always want to give some kind of positive light to all this. I don't want to be all negative. You're a negative Nancy, Chris. No, Chris is not a negative Nancy all the time. I just want to be honest with you. This is a transparent channel, and we always will be. But what I did put in there the last video, and I'm going to definitely stress right now, is setting goals. You need to set goals, and not just listing goals. Loop33Z mentioned this, so I'm going to give them the credit. But not just listing goals, because that video has been beaten to death. What you need to do is do goals like maybe sourcing goals. Maybe you're going to go to 5 thrift shops. Maybe you're going to go to an auction. Maybe you've never been to an auction. I've been to an auction in years now. Ever since we've had online auctions, I've not been to an auction. We do have some local auctions from time to time. I'm just yard selling, okay? So I don't have but so much time in my life. But you might want to go to some auctions. Just make you a list of, say, sourcing. Maybe you want to source more. Maybe just some kind of goals you want. Maybe, okay, if you want to make $500 a day, maybe you need to list $700 a day. Maybe you need to see the sell-through rates of what you are sourcing. And maybe you need to change what you're sourcing. Like I've said in the last video, maybe what you're sourcing just isn't that great anymore. It doesn't sell. Just because you like the stuff doesn't mean your customers like the stuff. It's fun to have the stuff hanging on the wall and stuff like this, but at the end of the day, this is a money making stuff. You're in this for a business, not for a toy collection. I still say this every time. This video, this red shirt keeps on hanging here. Why? Because I made a bad decision to buy this red shirt in the first place. Don't let bad decisions get in your way. Look at sell-through rates. Look at stuff like that. Set goals and not just listing goals, because apparently listing goals aren't always doing the work for you. Let's go over the last what sold, and then I'll wrap this thing up for you. All right, let's go over some things that sold. Really good sales here. Picked up at a yard sale. 3 little pigs here. We did really good on these little guys. Paid $10 a piece. $10 for the whole thing. Not $10 a piece. But anyway, $120. Over $120. Plus shipping on the 3 little pigs here. Of course, you can see they're very small. Very easy to ship. I will take some extra care when you pay that type of money or something. I go the extra mile. Also, along those type lines, those are 1930s toys from Japan, by the way. These are not something you're going to find every day. Also, along those same lines from 1930s, look at these guys. Mickey Mouse. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. $62 plus shipping on these. One reason why the 3 little pigs, that's the original box that those came in. This is not the original box Mickey and Minnie came in. But the paint on these guys are just excellent, folks. Considering the age, look at the back here. A lot of times the back is not in good shape, but $60-some plus shipping on this Mickey and Minnie, just really good. The nice thing about Mickey and Minnie, and those all, like I said, I paid $10 a piece for those. I still do sell Big Ben's clothes. This is a 4XL chaps here, brand new with tags. We got $13 plus shipping on the chaps here. Like I said in other solds, it's football season. If you've got football things listed, get them up. This is Virginia Tech, my local college here to me. They should have a good season. This is a large. I got $10 plus shipping on that. That just was $1 a day buy. So, like I said, get your college stuff up and get it listed. Your NFL stuff as well. And in summary, I think 2 things really need to come out of this. And this is from your comments and some of mine as well, thoughts as well. First of all, just because you're a cook don't mean that or that you're a chef. Doesn't mean that you can run a restaurant. There's 2 totally different aspects to that. Just because sometimes you sell as a part-time reseller or you sell a few things here, there, and yonder, doesn't guarantee that once you go full-time, it'll all be just clear road, full steam ahead. Even if the economy's good. I'll never forget on a Facebook place post, it was in May 2020 when my sales were just absolutely through the roof great. I was off from work during that time. I still had my job, but they had us off from work, so I could just barrel right into it. And I still seen comments of, are y'all having a hard time selling? And my comment was, if you can't sell now, you'll never be able to sell. Because I just had a feeling during that time was, this is when you strike it hot. And if you don't strike it then, you're never going to strike it. So you have to look for peaks and valleys. Also, in reselling, Okay, there's going to be times it's good, there's going to be times it's bad. You need to realize those times. If you're in this long enough, you see peaks and valleys. I have my best time of the year for sales is right now. What I mean, the third quarter, because mainly I'm out at yard sales and estate sales, that type of thing. And I get my best inventory now, especially at my cheapest prices now. So my profit is the biggest amount it's going to be right now. Q4 is not my good quarter. It's been that way every single year since 2017 when I got into this seriously. I sold on eBay before. I sold kind of as a hobby, or if I wanted something, I sold stuff. Like I said, one time I sold coupons years ago. I just wanted some really good seats at a Virginia Tech game. So I wanted 50-yard line seats. I wanted to park in the first parking lot. So I sold a bunch of coupons, got my $300, and I went out. But that's beside the point. You've got to consider everything before you make your moves. And right now, I would definitely not recommend that. I would recommend not going to full-time resale unless all your dominoes are just right in line. And second of all, and the last thing I'm going to say to y'all is look to broaden your horizon of platforms. If you think eBay is your only platform, I think you're selling yourself short. And if you're a YouTube provider of content and you're saying that eBay is your only thing, I think you're selling your viewers short. And reason why, I'm gonna tell you why. I had a Toshiba. I'll put the eBay listing up in front of you, but it was a Toshiba VCR DVD recorder. I paid $5 for it. I did a short on it. It was in a short, but anyway, I paid $5 for it. I put it on eBay for $75 plus shipping. But I decided, you know what? I was watching a movie one night. I was like, look, I'm going to put this thing on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm talking about for local pickup. So what I did, I put it up for Facebook Marketplace, put it up for $50. Because look, I'm not paying fees. I'm not going to have to package it. I'm not going to have to ship it. Literally, after I took pictures, I put it back in the same box that I bought it in. I had to take the sticker off of it, by the way. But I took it out of the, put it back in the box it was. I mean, and what I did, I'm putting $50 on Facebook Marketplace. On Facebook Marketplace, you can do a video now. You can show your electronic item working. So why would you not go with that? So I showed it working because I had to test it anyway. I always test everything like that. I definitely don't sell stuff that you don't test. Just because you go get your little Amazon pallet and you think it's good stuff, watch you get 50 negative feedback very quick from doing that junk. You test your equipment. You test your stuff. You're asking for negative feedback. But what I did, you could do a video on Facebook Marketplace. I did that stuff. I posted all that, and it wasn't just a couple hours. It was sold. I dropped it off. I turned $5 into $50. I didn't have to worry about eBay. Didn't have to worry about the fees, the packing it up. Was it with certain dimensions? Any of that stuff. Sometimes you have to look to other platforms to sell your items. I sold it very quick that way. I still got $50 cash. No PayPal. No worries. It was instant. If you like this type of content, give me a like. Comment below. Where are you at in all this? Are you quitting eBay? Have a great week.